I was born and raised in Bangladesh.
I've lost my father at a very early age. I was 16.
After high school, my friends, they were all coming to study in the US. And I came across University of Texas in Arlington.
And I met Nafees when he was going to UTA. The first time Nafees ever worked with me, I was running a transportation logistic company. So he was driving for us part-time. So that's how I know him first. What a good work ethic he had, because he would do a all-nighter exam and drive next morning so he could pay some of his tuition.
I excelled in information system, but I really didn't have the passion for working behind a computer all day long. During that process, I visited a friend in Atlanta, Georgia, and I ran into a gentleman there who was the senior vice president for Waffle House. He was kind enough to offer me a position. As you know, it's 24-hour operations. It's a really, really tough operations. If you've done that, I think you could pretty much do any restaurant. Next thing you know, I've left Waffle House and started developing restaurants with Mike. I could have taken a few risks here and there, so I thought, why don't I give it a shot?
When we opened our first restaurant, we couldn't get anybody to come to dinner. We knew we have a good product. Nafees and I would look at each other, what are we doing wrong?
They are a pioneer in the downtown market, and it's really hard. There's a lot of risk in being, a pioneer in any business, and yet not only have they pioneered and succeeded, but they've expanded and they continue to grow.
It's challenging because the language barrier, culture barrier, but one thing is America is really, everybody want to help you. Things change. All of a sudden, a building around us is getting light up.
When you drive around now, we get goosebumps.
With his restaurant concepts, so many people have re-experienced downtown, and it is now one of the hottest places to live and work in the city of Dallas.
We started this company 10 years ago. Never thought that we could be an igniter of a city that today all the hotels want to come to downtown. All the residential want to come to downtown.
It is a delight to see someone like Nafees, who has entered the restaurant industry, prospered in that industry, and is now being a role model for others and will help others, I have no question, prosper in the industry.
The American dream, to me, it's the generosity of the people of this country, of the nation itself, from my education to my job to everything in between.
That's the American dream. We worked hard. It shows that that's American dream come true.
The fact that you can pretty much start from zero and work hard, have the ability to buy a house, drive a car, work on developing new businesses. Where else can you live that dream?
I was president of Pizza Hut for 6 years, and it's so exciting to see what's happened in our city from a restaurant hospitality standpoint. I'm so proud of Nafees for what he has done in our city. One of the things he's done is helped our downtown come back. Also, he's a great story of us being a city of opportunity. An individual that's worked hard, made it happen, and he's constantly learning, just got his MBA. He's a great award winner for this award. I think he does the NRA proud. He sure does the city of Dallas proud.
As this award is being given to Nafees as an American Dream Award, it fits in perfectly. When we are into our revitalization efforts, he and Mike Hoke, along with Dallas Restaurant Group, were really pioneers down on Main Street and in the entirety of downtown in terms of stepping forward to make a strong statement about downtown is back. And so they were early on into the mission, and as a result they were able to bring others, and without their personal and collective commitment and support of the revitalization of downtown, I really question whether we'd be where we are today. And I can certainly tell you that from a retail perspective and vibrancy and fun point of view, we wouldn't be where we are today.
So about a year and a half ago, Nafees was selected to be the Young Alumni Award winner for the College of Business, really based on the accomplishments that he's had with the restaurant chain and with his career. We chose him because he serves as an inspiration to a lot of our current students about what they can accomplish if they work hard and are smart, which he does, and he is, and if they set their sights high and really try to achieve something significant. In his interaction with our students and in discussing with them both the risks and the benefits of entrepreneurship and of launching one's own company as opposed to going and working for somebody else, he has been very informative and impactful and very honest about, look, there's a benefit here, but there's also a cost, and you need to make your own decisions and think about your own things. And now that he is a successful restaurateur, he actually has given scholarships to 5 UT Arlington students each year. And not only does he support them financially, he hosts them in his restaurant here at the Chop House so that they can really see what somebody who works hard and is smart can accomplish. And so he's really served as a guide and as an inspiration to those students.
Well, Nafees is a great friend and neighbor for the Bridge. As is DRG Concepts. Being downtown, we're regularly overlapping with a lot of downtown stakeholders, and of course we have 2 value propositions for everything we do. We want to help those experiencing the crisis of homelessness, but we want to do it in a way that benefits the broader community, because there are very high costs associated with homelessness. So we're trying to reduce the number of people that are sleeping on downtown streets. We're trying to reduce the number of people experiencing homelessness in publicly funded hospitals or jails. And I think Nafees and DRG Concepts and others downtown have recognized that what we're doing is not only the humanitarian thing to do, but it's good for Dallas, right? It makes everything easier. It makes Dallas being vibrant a lot clearer. And so they have been making investments throughout the past year and a half in volunteer activities, making financial investments, helping us get to know people that can help us. Like I said, they've been great friends and neighbors.
We provide early childhood programming to homeless children, and we provide early childhood health programs and family support to these children, infants, toddlers, and preschoolers. One of the things that I always tell people is that our children are homeless, but they're not hopeless. And the reason they're not hopeless is because we have the generosity of the Dallas community behind us. And like I said before, we really could not do and provide what we do for these children if it wasn't the generosity for corporations and individuals in the Dallas community. And so we are just so blessed to have a giving community like we have in Dallas. Organizations like DRG and Nafees Alam, they provide us with spaces to have events that actually raise money. They also can provide volunteer services. And in his case, he provides leadership by serving on our Young Professionals Board.
The North Texas Food Bank actually has the same mission as DRG Concepts. We're about feeding people. The way we do it is through distributing donated food through a supply chain network to 262 nonprofits in 13 counties. We're a $106 million nonprofit. Every day we provide 170,000 meals. Restaurant Week, which is really our #1 fundraising event, this past year raised $700,000. And DRG Concepts really has been involved in that as well. I would say that Dallas Chop House is just sort of iconic and known to everybody here in Dallas. And it's one of the most popular restaurants out of the 100 that are part of Restaurant Week every August. That people come and sign up and the spaces get filled up very quickly. We also know from feedback we get that people have a tremendous experience here. So to me, coming from the North Texas Food Bank, it's clear to me that the leadership of the company that owns this wonderful restaurant is deeply committed to philanthropy and making the world a better place, because they've infused that into their team, and then that is carried out through the servers who then interface with the guests that come during Restaurant Week.